Sagittarius. Happy October. I hope you're doing well. Okay. All right, guys. You're going to have to decide which side of the coin you're on here. I'm going to give the messages the way that I have them. And you can decipher which end of the coin you're on. Okay. So, we come in with two amazing energy cards, right? The Sun and the Fool. Right? What could possibly go wrong here? One would ask themselves, right? So, we've got our center is the Four of Swords. Okay. We've got the Seven of Coins and the World card, right? Our overall is the Five of Wands. The foundation for everything is the Queen of Wands here, okay? So, given you're a fire sign, okay, I'm going to assume that that's you. So, I think that you are either dating someone. Your messages coming in would be very, it's one thing to take a risk, right? To take a chance to do something maybe that you haven't done. If you've shied away from relationships, getting into a relationship now might be something that you're wanting to entertain, right? So you're going for it. However, I think that the person in your sphere that you are entertaining this with, I think that this can be in a business arena too, but I think it's more so in a relationship arena. But it could be in either. It could be actually with someone at your work, right? I think someone's taking you for a ride financially. So I'm going to say be more diligent about this. This would be a person that you're either thinking about dating or that you are dating, or someone at work that you just met, or either way, this person is not who you think they are. And I hate to deliver these, I hate to burst these bubbles, but you're normally very aware of who people really are. You really can get a gist, but I think that somehow this person has you either so entranced in something that you're just not thinking right. There's a reason that they say that love is blind, right? Because these things slip past our radar. But it's sitting here. Okay, I think with the Four of Swords coming in here, it's a card to really just take a minute, to just really take a moment here, because you've got the Seven of Coins and the Five of Wands, which tell me that, you know, there is conflict here and there's things to really look at. You may be, you know, exchanged in a, you know, intellectual dialogue where you think, wow, this person is not only beautiful, they're smart. You think you've got the belle of the ball here, when in fact you've got someone who is just really good at getting in relationships with financially secure people. So, unfortunately, I think that that may be what you've gotten yourself into here. The Queen of Wands, which would be you, right? In here, you're very kind and caring and you want to really help people out. But I think that you need to be on your toes here. Whatever side of the fence you're on, right? If, you know, if you're the person doing this, I don't think I'm going to, you know, this isn't a new, the cards really warn you too about, if you're doing this because you're bored, right? Like if you're getting into this relationship, or if this is just, I'm going to try to keep it on one end. You figure out what side of the coin you're on here. Otherwise, the story gets too confused, and I could see where people would be confused here. If you're dating someone new and you're financially secure, make sure you know who this person is, because I don't think you do. And I think they're about to take you for a ride here. Okay? This may be someone, too, that you met online, or someone that is at a distance for you, and maybe you see them every now and then or whatever, but I assure you they're not the person you think they are, okay? Now the World card is saying that, you know, you've got to, it's the end of a cycle. It's like you've got to really, you've got to do something here. The Fool card and the Sun card tell me that something might come to light. Okay, the thing in here too is there's not one Cup card. So I don't think, I think this may have happened, right? Because we've got the Four of Swords, which in this kind of scenario, and it's your focal card, right? With the World card coming in here and saying it's the end, right? It's the end of this cycle here, and the Seven of Coins can really be a fall from grace, which means that someone either really took you for a ride, right? Remember in the Venice deck that I use, it's that card where the wife is sitting at the table and she had just paid or sold her hair. She sold her hair to get her husband back safe, and now he's doing nothing, right? He just takes her for the money and he's doing nothing. So she wonders whether she should have left him out there or not. I think that that's the same thing. I think you hopefully, because this is from the past, okay? Hopefully you saw this, and you know, this really just has you, this is after the Three of Swords, and in this read, the Three of Swords would have showed up as heartbreak for sure, okay? Because the Four is now just you're trying to recoup some things, right? And the World card is, yes, it's the completed cycle of this, okay? And this is probably what you're doing to yourself, thinking, oh my gosh. It happens to the best of us. It really does. Just learn from this experience, okay? And this is where you're rooted. So this is a very resilient card. Very resilient. She will get back up for sure, okay? But these cards coming in really can tell me too, with the Sun card, it's a great card to have, but it's also a card of things coming to light, right? It shines things on stuff that we didn't see before. And the Fool card is, you know, it is going in a different direction. It really, the Fool card though only really takes, it's a wild card. It really just pulls from whatever card sits around it. So the good thing is that, you know, you figured it out. That's the positive, right? Live and learn. Don't beat yourself up over it. Don't get stuck here. It happens. When you're really kind and nice, right, and your life is together, sometimes these people get under the radar, right? And it just happens. So unfortunately, I think that is the case. And, you know, maybe it is what it is. I can't even candy coat this. It's just, you know, if it's a business arena and this doesn't pertain to you, watch the people you're doing business with. I think that they are very attractive, can hold a really good conversation, right? But the person is not who you think they are. They either don't have the skill set that, if you're a business owner or you're shadowing somebody, the person that's in this equation is not who they think they are, who you think they are. You may hire someone for your company and they don't have the skill set that you think that they do, right? So either way, there's deceit through here. I apologize for that. I don't want to deliver that. But you know what? Take the month to, but don't get stuck in here, all right? Because this can be a card that throws you into a really deep depression here, because there was a message coming through here too about illness, but I didn't see it. With the Sun card, it tells me though, with these two cards, if you were not feeling well, for those of you that this didn't apply to, if you were not feeling well, these cards speak of getting better, right? So I'm not a doctor, but these two cards do speak of that, okay? And so does the Fool card, because it sits near the Sun card. So you get up and you're rejuvenated and you get back on your way, okay? Don't get stuck here in this Four of Swords. I think that this is going to knock you down a little bit, because this is just going to knock you down a little bit. So be grateful it came to life. If you need a private reading, I'll be more than happy to look at this for you. But this clearly is what it is, and I apologize for that. But you know, some of the comments were, you know, go the distance with something, and I just want to be very clear on things like this. I'll go the distance because they are what they are. When things involve children and they involve things that I can see behind the scenes where someone, you know, may commit suicide. I don't know where they're watching this video from. So I'm not going to deliver a reading that is going to, you know, help that environment. So for those of you who leave me the comments about why I don't go further, it's my job to do this. It absolutely is. But with that comes integrity. And I know when to pull the plug. So if you watch the videos, please just trust that I know what I'm doing. And if it doesn't pertain to you, then it doesn't pertain to you. That's wonderful. But I'm not going to put someone in that position to hear something like that. So that's why I stopped short. So it's not that I don't want to, you know, tell you what I see, but I know when to pull the plug, and I know when enough is enough. So I hope that that also answers some questions. Okay, so thank you so much. If you need a private reading, I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Okay, thank you and happy October.